All right, it is officially, well, today's actually the last day of February. So I am revving it up, getting you all ready for our Spring into Fitness March group that technically starts tomorrow, I guess, because tomorrow's March. So we're just going to kind of fade right from February into March. So it's the same BOD group. I'm not resending any invites, anything like that, just so you guys can keep all your progress, because I know a lot of you started in February, and so you put like your before photos in there and your measurements, and I don't want to have that all reset to start March. So blending it from one right into the next. But you're gonna notice some common trends from February till March, and you're gonna notice a little bit of a shift in focus as well. So basically, March is probably one of my favorite boot camps just because spring is coming and days are longer. So the mornings are brighter. So if you're waking up earlier to work out, it's easier. The evenings get longer. So again, if you're working out after work or later on, like you have more daylight, and we just have more energy this time of year because of all of that. And the weather's getting nicer. And yeah, our energy's peaking. So it's time to really start those habits and routines, or really make sure we have them nailed down, because before you know it, summer's here and summer gets crazy. So we want March, April, like these next couple of months are huge for establishing routines. And know that you're gonna mess up, you're gonna have bad days, you're not always gonna be motivated. That's normal. And what matters is how quickly you recover from that. So that's kind of where we're headed here. So routines, habits that are going to serve us moving forward, to help combat the hecticness of life and summer. So, okay, first piece of advice I'm going to give you guys, and I know I tell you this every single month, but I mean it: set an alarm. I don't care if you're not doing your workouts in the morning. If you're just waking up for some extra you time, that's great. I've done both, and they both served me very well. Now I'm 7 months pregnant, so sleep is a little more important. So I don't wake up quite as early as I used to, but I know that in 2 months that's going to change and I'll be up all the time. So I'm taking advantage of sleep. So my situation's a bit different, but I also know that I have a few mamas who've signed up with us in the last couple months. So you're probably on the same page as me. So don't feel super intimidated by this slide. But seriously, you guys, I have 2 different morning routines I recommend. The first one is that you wake up earlier just to read your personal development book. And I wonder if I have it right in front of me. I do. So You Are a Badass is a really good one to start with. Heart Talk by Cleo Wade. This one isn't even like full-blown chapters. It's more just inspirational little sections and quotes. Super nice. And a gratitude journal. This is the 5-minute journal. Just got it off of Indigo, and it prompts you every day to do like your gratitude affirmations, how you want to show up, like your intentions. That being said, you don't need a book. Just write in a scribbler. Like I used to just use my little scribbler. That's fine. But wake up for some time for you. So if that's your coffee, 10 pages of a book, writing out your gratitude, that's perfect. Even better, and this was my favorite, was incorporating my workout and my Energize and a pre-workout snack. So I would wake up to my alarm, go down to the kitchen. I made little Shakeology Power Bites, or even egg cups, which are super good, just bake ovens. Like you crack eggs into a muffin pan with like salt, pepper, like any kind of veggies you want, ham, like whatever, cheese. Bake them for 20 minutes on 350, take them out, pop them out, they're little eggs ready to go. You can just microwave those in the morning for 20 seconds. So, but anyways, some kind of quick snack, half a banana, an apple, peanut butter, whatever. So I'd wake up, have my pre-workout snack, make my Energize. Then I would go sip my Energize as I did my reading, my gratitude. So I probably spent, it's an hour probably, because by the time I have my snack, sit down, do all my reading, do all my growth, do my workout, because that's a 30-minute thing. So it's probably an extra hour of your morning, but I fell in love with that time. And I'm a teacher, so I would go to work feeling myself, feeling energetic, feeling happy and feeling productive. And like I already filled up my cup. I already did all this stuff for me and I felt great. And that's my favorite. And I became so addicted to it that I would like wake up 10 minutes earlier and then 10 minutes earlier, 10 minutes earlier. So it started off as a 7 a.m. thing and ended up being a 5 a.m. thing. And I loved it. And you sleep so good, you guys. Like when you go to bed, you fall asleep. So it's worth it. Don't think, oh, if I wake up, I'm gonna be tired. You actually have so much more energy and you sleep that much better. So you're good to go. So yeah, I have a list here. You've probably been reading it as I've been talking. So yeah, that's my tip number 1. All right, building routines. Here is some of my tips for that. And again, consistency is your best friend. If you can be as consistent as possible in what you eat, when you work out, when you plan ahead, like do that. So press play roughly at the same time. So the morning after school, I had a really good routine there where I was working out at like 4:30 on the nose, got home from work, energized, went right to my workout. I just included it in my work day, kind of. Eat roughly the same thing in a week. So on Sundays, I grocery shop and plan for the week. So I'll make overnight oats for that week. I'll make egg cups and sweet potato. I like to cut up sweet potato and put that in the oven and then store that for breakfast to make like a sweet potato hash kind of thing. Lunches, buy all the ingredients. Maybe this week you're having Shaco and a little salad, or you're having eggs and toast. That's my thing because pregnancy. Eggs, toast, and sauteed spinach every single day. Your snacks, again, make your Shaco bites, hard boil those eggs, make some hummus or buy some hummus or guac or like whatever your snacks are, plan that. And even evening snacks, because we all get snacky, so plan for it. Dinners, things like that. So if you have your week roughly planned and it's consistent for the week, it's so easy. And bookend your days. How are you starting them? How are you ending them? And make sure you include your reading. Which leads me to Tiff laying on the ground with all her books. This is the book I was going to show you guys, but she still has it, The Compound Effect. Super good. Recommend that one to start with. So yes, you have to read. Fitness is a mindset, you guys. You will quit if you're not working on your mind because your mind won't care. Your mind's like, I'm not feeling it today. You know what? I worked out the last week. I need a break. I'm not feeling it. I'm lazy. I'm tired. Excuse. It's all your mindset. Fitness is a mindset because you can't just go work out if your mind won't let you. You can't eat healthy food if your mind won't let you. You can't have willpower if your mind won't let you. So read. I promise you, if you're not a reader, you will be. Just a couple pages. Get an audiobook. If you drive a lot, especially if you live in a big city, listen to the books on your drive. Here's where you should start. So these are You Are Badass, and I showed you Compound Effect right here. Girl Stop Apologizing by Rachel Hollis, if you have kids, especially that one. And then Heart Talk by Cleo Wade, but I literally have so many. So if you want something else, let me know what you're feeling, like what you want to read about, and I can give you some recommendations. Okay, now we need to get clear on our goals and take a piece of paper right now and do it. So set a reasonable goal for a month from now. So on March 31st or April 1st, what do you want to have accomplished from this? And make sure it's an action goal. So don't make it like lose 10 pounds. Make it like press play on a workout every day or 5 days a week, or start reading a personal development book, meal prep and grocery shop on Sundays. Like make it something that's an action item, because your actions will lead you to that other goal. They'll lead you to your clothes fitting better. They'll lead you to feeling more confident. They'll lead you to the weight loss, the measurements, the strength gain, whatever. But pick an action goal to start with. Again, I have some examples down here, and you're watching a recording, so feel free to pause if you need some extra time to make that goal. Okay, now, next 30 days. Okay, so this is kind of the same. So this is one of those moments where I'm like, I already said all this, guys, sorry. Basically thinking of it as an action goal to get into a routine is all this one's saying. So again, feel free to pause and read it if you'd like. Okay, reflect. Here is another thing you can journal out, and this is huge. I do this all the time. Where have you stumbled in the past? What obstacles can you foresee? And for me as a teacher, pre-COVID times, I guess, it was the staff room for snacks, because I'm notorious for I do good, and if I make one poor decision, it derails my entire day. So I could have ate healthy all morning, and if in the afternoon at work, someone brought in donuts and I ate one, I would eat bad the rest of the day. Because it was like, if it wasn't a perfect day, I didn't even try. And so that was an obstacle I knew about. Like, oh, if someone offers me this and I say yes, I'm screwed. Or if I miss one workout, I'll miss more, right? Like I was very all or nothing. So those are some of the obstacles that I used to write out. But think to your own life, like what are things that have held you back or made you stumble or made you get off track? Because the more you know that those things are coming, you can plan ahead, whether that's planning mentally, like, okay, if I eat this donut, one donut doesn't make me gain 10 pounds, like it's fine, move on. Or if it's something more, like you'll just have to figure that out for yourself. But what are some obstacles, some excuses? Parent teacher interviews were another one of mine. Like, oh, I'm too busy when we have that. Like I don't have time to work out. So then I would have to plan, okay, so when will I work out on those days when I'm crazy busy? Things like that. And lean into our community. If you have an obstacle and you don't know how to get around it, and this has come up with nurses, like people who work shift work, they'll be like, hey, who else does this? How do you make it work for you? So use all of us as your resource to help. And that's what the app is for. So go into the group, make a post. It's not just for your sweaty selfies. Make any kind of post you want and ask and work together for that. How to measure success. Okay, so I don't want you guys to use the scale as your only, like the end all be all, because it's not true, you guys. I have before and afters where I look like I would have lost weight, but I've gained 12 pounds. And it's because it's the muscle gain, it's the strength gain, it's the toning. Because I'm at a point, well, pregnancy now, but I was at a point where I wasn't trying to lose weight, I was just trying to tone. And that means I was actually putting on weight, but you wouldn't tell. So don't use that, especially in the beginning. You're gonna be holding on to water. Your body's like, what the heck, trying to help your muscles rebuild. So they like pile water to your muscles to help. So don't use the scale, it will just deter you. I want you to use things like, how do you feel? How will you know if you've been successful because of your habits, because of your routines, your confidence, how your clothes are fitting, how you've changed inside and out, your mentality towards food, your mentality towards working out. And just always remember that your goal is never like the end, it's just a new beginning, because you're going to be constantly resetting new goals as you grow and aim for something else. So again, write all of this down, have a big scribbler, mind dump, and then you're going to refer back to it on those days when you're like, I really don't want to do this. Leading into, how do I stay motivated? And this is Shelly. She's one of the coaches on our team. This is her, correct me if I'm wrong. I guess you can't, you can comment. But I'm pretty sure one is from like just recently. And then the other one was from October. So these are her results in a relatively short period of time, just from changing her nutrition and pressing play on these workouts, you guys. So I need you to remember that it's a long-term thing. You're not going to just see all the results in a month, but when you're consistent and you change these things, 80-20, again, that doesn't mean for the next 5 months, you're never eating a cookie or you're never going out for wing night. It's just what you do most of the time, right? So never, ever, ever say to yourself, I can't eat that. Just think, I'm choosing to eat something different today, but I'll have that like maybe on another night when we go for a date night, right? Like you want to just reserve them, as opposed to saying, I'm not eating that ever again. Like I'm cutting that out. Like please don't cut out carbs or cut out anything. Like that's not the mindset. It's not a scarcity mindset. It's an abundance mindset. I can have it all, but here's what will serve me best right now, today, right? Anyways, so you're not gonna be motivated every day. There's gonna be days when you're like dragging and you do not wanna do your workout, which is normal. Stay dedicated. Motivation's fleeting, it's not real. You just have to promise yourself you're gonna do it and actually do it. And the hardest part is pressing play. Getting changed, okay? Talking yourself into actually pressing the play button, that's the hardest part. Once you get in the groove, you're in the groove. Some days are hard, some days you'll make mistakes, some days you'll feel defeated, but you are not quitting. You are not quitting. Not on my watch, because that's how you succeed. You succeed by wanting to quit and not. So lean into the boot camp and don't let missing a day or again, having some slip ups or some challenges or whatever, don't let that ruin your day or your week or even a couple days in a row. The days when I would, like, for example, have drinks with friends. So you're having you're having alcohol, and then you're chowing down on taco dip, and then you hit at McDonald's on the way home. You've all been there, right? The next day, just start fresh. That happened. I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna do a workout, because working out when you're hungover is actually a good thing. It sweats it out. You feel awful when you start, but then you feel better. I'm gonna drink all the water, and I'm gonna eat my meals like normal. Just pretend it's another day. That's my number one tip. So it doesn't have to be after like that scenario, but any scenario when you're feeling like garbage, just remember how that made you feel, learn from it, and it's a new day. Move on. Okay, self-care checklist. Again, pause it if you want to read through all of these, but these are some new routines and habits you might want to start to incorporate into your life. Don't try to do all like 15 of these, but pick a couple that you want to focus on. So maybe now that it's March, you want to make it your goal to get some fresh air. I'm going to go for a walk at lunch. I'm going to try to walk my dog before I go to work in the morning. Walking my dog and drinking my Energize, by the way, that's perfect. Maybe you want to sleep better. So you're going to wake up early to do your workout and actually plan a bedtime. Maybe you're going to start journaling. Maybe you're going to start to schedule in activities you love, like playing the guitar, listening to old records, like whatever it is that makes you feel joy, because that's what self-care is. So again, take a read through these, think of your own, and try to plan to incorporate a couple of those into this month. And then just remember, you're not in this alone. We're all in this app together, rocking this journey together. And this platform isn't just for me to make posts and for you guys to make sweaty selfies. We should all be in it together. So anytime you want to celebrate a success, bring up a challenge you're having, say anything about your journey, please do, because that's how we connect. That's how you make friendships. That's how we get to know people who live across the country, across the world from each other, is through this like really unique opportunity that we have here. So lean in and yeah, use all the resources. Message me at any time on Instagram, Facebook, email, whatever works for you. In the app, I think it'll send to my email. And let me know how you're doing, if you need help, if you're rocking it, so that I can show you out as well for those celebrations. So, all right, I will see you guys soon and get rocking it.